Hello my YouTube people. Today I want to take a look at this IJN Yamato from Fujimi. Fujimi is supposed to be a good company. I've never built a model from them. I was wanting to get a Star Wars model from them, but I could never find one that I could afford or that I could get here in Europe. The box looks pretty nice. There's a lot of detail here, like here on the side. A lot to see. A lot of pictures here. They give a pretty good preview of how it looks and everything just on the box. And the Yamato was a really cool battleship anyways. And I'm pretty excited to get started on this eventually when I get some room for it all. Here's my kit that I'll be using to build on, along with the computer. You see, there's my project I'm working on right now, and I'm making a video of it too. I've got a lot of it done already. The video. Be posting it sometime, a couple weeks maybe. So now let's take a look at what's inside the box. We'll start off by taking a look at the instructions. You have here some the tops of the boats, flags, and some railings. The ship flags as well. For the aircraft, the rising sun. And here, I think these are for the decks on the top of the ship. They're not decals, they're like they're stickers, which I don't know about. Stickers don't look as good on models as the decals, but So we start off here with the first instruction. We're building the framing together and the sides of the hull, and then you put it together with the bottom of the hull. Then here, step 3 is the rudder and the propeller shafts. Well, I forgot 2 here. They're kind of like backwards a little bit. But on 2, it's here the back part of the deck, and 2 of the boats, plus here the flag for the back. Then 4, we go to putting the deck on. Here's the front part of the deck, some more framing underneath, and here part of this structure that goes between. It's a structure that goes here in the back. Here on the bottom, you start with the superstructure. This is the radars, and I think this is part of the targeting system. Then it has some more details that go on it. Number 6 is in the base. Then we go here to number 7. Assemble the superstructure onto the deck, and here are the mounts for the main guns. Another small structure with the radars, and in the back also a small structure. Eight, we're assembling secondary armament, as well as some of the anti-aircraft guns. 9, we have more anti-aircraft guns, a lot more. And back up here to the top, number 10, assembling the aircraft. There's 2 of them. 11. Here is the bridge. Assembling the bridge. And some more of the superstructure here. This is all 11. Hope I'm not in the light too much. The aircraft and then the bridge and part of the superstructure. Then we're down here to number 12. And that should be this piece here. It's here's superstructure in the front that you assemble. 13 is here is the bottom of the stack. And there's a structure on the bottom here. It looks like searchlights, maybe. And then the stack, that's 14. 15 is just putting all that. Here you have another structure that comes on top. The stack. The one in the front here, and still another structure here in the front. There's a lot of superstructure on the ship. Then here we go 16. We have more anti-aircraft guns. Here we go with a barbette here in the front. One of the smaller ones here and here. A couple of towers with anti-aircraft guns. I'm not sure what these are. They go here behind this barbette. And these are for the anchors. The line, the cables for the anchors, or the spools for the anchors, chains. In here we have some more detail, anchors, flag. Number 17, we're assembling the main guns, and the secondary armament as well. And the last step, the masts. Putting the main guns and the main and secondary armament on the ship, putting the catapults and the aircraft on the ship, as well as the crane, and then the screws here. And then you put it on the base. And here on the bottom, it's some detail for the bottom. Here's the base. It's pretty simple. It's fairly similar to the bases you get from Trumpeter, but Trumpeter has like these lines on it to hold it, and this has just a couple holes. Nothing special, but it's a base. And here we have already barbettes and the front of the hull, front of the deck, and here this superstructure in the front, and the back, I mean. And as you can see, I hope, the parts look really good. There's no flash, good detail. You can see the anchor chains here. Here you can see the anchor chains on it. I kind of like it if they put some separate real chain, this fine chain. I've had it in a couple of models, so I wish they would do it on all these ships and just leave it for us to do. I think it looks a lot better that way. But here, this is the first tree, and so far I like what I'm seeing. Here's another small tree. It's also for the base to hold the ship. Okay, here we have the wood decks. It may be very hard to see, but the planking is marked. Already something I like about this ship. You can see the separate planks, and like on a lot of these ship models, the planks go just from one end to the other. You have lines separated in this way, but no lines separated this way. So at least that's definitely something. Here's also the screws for it. The deck looks pretty good, but it's gonna have to be painted a little. And don't like the color. Screws, of course, gonna have to be painted too. They're gold. Here we have the bottom of the hull. Nothing really special, but it looks like it's right color. Although maybe a little darker. But it's a lot better than some of them you get. That's way off. I might put a coat of a little bit darker red on it, but I think it looks good. No flash or anything on it. So here's the framing for the waterline part. Here you also see one of the main gun turrets. And the main gun turret looks good. There's no flash at all in the kit. Here's the baskets for the radars. And a lot of little detail parts here along the side. Here we have the sides of the hull. You can see there's a lot of detail on the hull here. Nice engraved detail. You can also see a lot of little portholes, but they're not holes. I think they're the portholes. So they're markings that are sticking out. I'm not really sure if they're supposed to be the portholes though. But these certainly are. There are holes here along this part that are the portholes. I would probably drill them out. And these are probably portholes with covers over them or something. There's a lot of good detail on the sides of the hull. This is another piece of the base. Everything's kind of separated in different bags. Here we have parts of the mast. Here. A lot of smaller detail parts. Here are the stacks, and it's really detailed. A lot of nice detail on it. Part of superstructure, lots of smaller parts. I bet this would be a really cool model in 1/350 scale, but it would be way too big. It'd probably take this whole table up. I don't have that much room. But it would be cool. Here we have a lot of parts in a big bag. So here's the superstructure with the bridge, and some more little parts of the superstructure. Here we have some more parts of the superstructure. And there's a really nice molding. You see they get a lot of effort to get the molding in here with the parts. And there's a lot of good detail on all the parts. Here's a lot of little fine detail parts. I'm not sure what they are. There's no flash anywhere on this kit. And the detail looks really, really nice. The aircraft molded in black, they look really nice. There's even inscribed detail on these aircraft. With the pontoons and the wings. Separately, you have the fuselage, the pontoons, and the wings. It's the propeller shafts and the rudder. And I'm not really sure what these pieces are, but it's also part of the hull there, and propeller shafts and everything. Rudder has some nice fine detail on it. I think you can see it pretty good actually. Here is just one part. It's the top of the stack. It's not solid. It actually has the holes. You can see through it. That's a nice detail. So it's an open stack. No, not totally, but here in this bag. There's 3 small trees. These are little parts of the masts, and I think the crane as well. This is all This is the superstructure for the secondary armament on the side. But I see. Oh, those are the big aircraft. I think they're for both. Or was it? I know the Americans were the 5-inch guns on the side. They could fire anti-ship or anti-aircraft. They could be used for anti-aircraft or anti-ship. I'm not sure if the Japanese. I don't think the Japanese had that though. But they had the big guns, and they had some smaller guns, and then they had some even smaller guns. Then a whole lot of anti-aircraft guns. It didn't do them a lot of good, I don't think, though, in the end. A lot of, even underneath here, some little detail. There's some pin marks here on the bottom, but it's going to be all glued together with the sides, so it won't be seen. Some nice detail here. That's a piece of the mast. It looks like a really nice molding of the ship. Well, here you can see these are all the main guns. And there are 3 here. The other one was in the other bag. You have a separate top and bottom piece with the barrels here, and the barrels look really good. They have the markings here on the sides. They're not the markings. They have this white around it. It is a cloth, I think, maybe. They had a cloth mantle around the front. Here you also have some of the barrels for the anti-aircraft guns. Here, that's anti-aircraft guns, and here are for the smaller guns as well. A couple of the mounts for the anti-aircraft guns. So 3 trees there, all with armament. Here are 2 more trees. There also has armament on it. These are the smaller guns that go behind, go behind towards the inside of the ship of the main gun. You also have here the cranes, boats, and here's the lights, the searchlights. And some really small anti-aircraft guns here. Here. Nice detail, no flash on any of these parts. It's really good molding. Last bag. And this ship has a whole lot of parts to it. Three more trees. And this is all armament. You have mounts for anti-aircraft guns. More mounts for anti-aircraft guns. This is all anti-aircraft guns. This is all the anti-aircraft guns in three trees. I guess not all of them, because a few of them were on the others. But they look pretty good. There's detail all over. The barrels look really good, even though they're kind of... There's a little flash on them, but it's not bad. Easily cleaned up with your fingernail. You just... And it's gone, but it's not really a problem. It looks like a really good kit. It'll make a really awesome ship when it's finished. Even though it's... I mean, it is bigger, you can see. But it doesn't look that much bigger than the Missouri that I have. Well, it's a nice looking kit. I'm excited to finally have a Fujimi kit. And can't wait for the build. I'll be doing that live. Well, not live, but I'll be doing a video of it when I do it. Probably later this year. Fall, most likely. So in my next video, we'll be taking a look at a Panzer I that I built. wanted to review the Panzer I I built because it was a really good kit, and I want to recommend it and show you why I think it's good. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications on my new videos. Until next time.